Welcome to my second video in the How to Be Elegant series. Today I'm talking all about how to be graceful. We're gonna hit 3 topics that really do touch on how to be a graceful person, how to be a compassionate person, how to present yourself gracefully. Politeness is essential, and regarding others as more important than yourself will take you far in life. So the first topic is speaking. Why does a British accent sound so amazing? Why does it sound so lovely and posh to talk like this? Because they enunciate and they articulate their words. So, for example, if we said something like, "That's a gorgeous picture frame," in our accent, a British person would say something like, "That's a gorgeous picture frame." They enunciate. All the T's and the P sounds are very enunciated. So when you're talking, definitely pay attention to how you're enunciating. You definitely want to avoid slang, avoid filler words like and like, which I am so guilty of. I'm the poster child for says like too much. But if you're truly thinking before you speak, then you don't need all those filler words. Because I think people that use filler words are individuals that are kind of just talking faster than they can process. So don't use a lot of filler words and think before you speak. Those 2 problems will sort each other out. I know I said this in my last video, but I'm going to say it again. Avoid sarcasm, avoid insults, avoid bragging, avoid backhanded compliments to try to belittle others. You rise by lifting others up around you. Don't alienate yourself by thinking you're too good for anybody. We're all equal, especially in God's eyes. So when you're communicating with someone, show them as much respect as you would want them to show you. Respect is very important in relationships because that's how people will remember you. I will never forget when I was starting high school. I was so nervous about starting high school. It was my first time ever going to a public school and I was very scared. And I asked my dad, because my dad was the quarterback, he was Mr. Popular, and even until the day he went home to meet Jesus, he was very well loved in our community and like everyone knew him. So I asked my dad, I was like, what is the secret to being popular? How can I be popular? Because I was of course most concerned at that age with getting in the popular crowd in high school, which come to find out was not my scene at all. I was more at home with the drama people. And I still have a very dear friend today who I met in drama in high school. I digress. My dad told me the way to be popular is to be nice to everybody. Be nice to everybody. And it was so simple, but it was so genius because I was able to start my first day. I know what I'm gonna do. And it's not complicated, it is just being nice to everybody. And when I started high school, nice to everybody, I started getting that reputation. And I won prom queen. But if you're nice to everybody, and I mean everybody, I had some of the most fun times with people that on the surface I would never picture being friends with, but because I was nice to everybody, I got to know everybody and I got to really know people and experience all different kinds of personalities. And that was what made high school fun, is getting to know all those different kind of personalities and learning from everybody. So be nice to everyone. Just do it. It's so easy. I'm telling you, it's so easy, especially if you have self-esteem, which I talked about in my first video. So go back and watch that if you haven't yet. So the second thing in this video I'm going to talk through is know your body in a lot of different ways. So the first thing I will suggest to get to know your body better is breathing in through your nose, breathing out through your mouth, breathing deeply and often. This is not woo-woo, this is science. When you're oxygenating your body, oxygenated blood can deliver nutrients throughout your whole body more effectively. So when you breathe deeply and often, your body, it's almost like a miniature reset. You have better immunity, you have more energy, you have more focus, you have a way to cope with stress. It really helps your brain connect to the rest of your body. And I will constantly catch myself throughout the day, because I've made it a habit by now. I heard this years ago and I just started doing it. Just make it a habit. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, deeply and often. And you will notice an absolute immediate reaction in your body. It's very, very good for you to do that. Another thing I like to do is stretch. I do a nightly yoga routine. It's nothing major. It just helps me, like align with my body and helps me check in with my body. And also be kind to your heart. Give it cardio, give it what it wants to eat, give it healthy foods. And I'm not don't become a bodybuilder. Just know, like if you have a doubt in your mind if something's healthy, it's probably not. Anything with ingredients that you don't really know what they are, typically not good for you. But just be kind to your body. You know, cardio is a great gift to give your heart, and you don't have to do it every day. I do it 5 days a week. You can start with 2, start with 3. You don't have to go crazy. Just think about posture. Think about your shoulders being down and back and your abs in. Your abs support your back. So the better control you have over your abs, the healthier your back will be. It'll be less likely to slouch. So just keep in mind, your posture has a lot to do with the front and the back of your body, both. It's not just like push your back out. It's hold your abs in together, breathe diaphragmatically through your diaphragm, and the rib cage is opening and closing. And your belly button is able to stay like sucked in, I guess, in a neutral position. Just hold your abs in. And if you're breathing diaphragmatically, you're able to hold your belly button in throughout your breaths. That's really important with posture. The health of your back is very important. It has your spine. Spine is really crucial to like everything, so the abs are very important too. That all plays into posture. Also, when you sit down, don't flop on the couch. Women, sit with your ankles crossed, don't cross your legs. And men, fun fact, man spreading is not attractive. When I was in middle school, I had a very tall algebra teacher. And one day we all went to an assembly and I happened to sit next to him, which I was like already like scared of him a little because it's math. So he sat down and his legs did this. And so the whole assembly, I squished my legs together. Like my knees were just squished together because I didn't want to touch his legs. But imagine, like, that's your middle school algebra teacher and his legs are like right in front of you because he's man spreading so aggressively. And guess what? That's how I remember him. Don't be remembered like that. Don't man spread. Like any man's gonna watch this girly channel. But it's a fun fact and it needs to get out there. Another thing is take care of your nails. Take care of the little things that you don't really think about on the day-to-day. Your hands are like your body's business card. Take care of your nails, and definitely if your toes are not painted, and I mean if they're chipping at all, don't wear open-toed shoes. Just don't. No one wants to see that. And I have done that a couple times. I mean, sometimes you cannot help it. Sometimes you're just running around, and whenever I look down and I have that situation going on, I just want to crawl under a hole. This one is fun. Personal hygiene. Okay, first thing I want to say that is a really fun thing to do is have a signature scent. I will not be sharing what my signature scent is because I feel like it's so personal to every woman, and it's also a little elegant to keep it a secret. Oh, fun little tip there for you. But I have a scent for myself in the summer and the winter, and also it's worth noting here, natural deodorant might not work on everyone, and that's okay. In the summertime, I can't go do a natural deodorant. I work out every day. In the wintertime, I can get away with it, and that's good. I mean, at least I'm using deodorant 50% less of the year. I mean, that's good. But if you are trying to use natural deodorant at the risk of just being really smelly, I, in the summertime, have found a wonderful deodorant. You can find really good deodorants that don't have that no harmful ingredients that actually do the job. I use Donna Karan's Cashmere Mist in the summertime. I know it has chemicals. Thank you. I know. I need them. Having a good deodorant that has a good scent to it is just a good way to go.
Now, let me say this. Unless you have health concerns that require you to use a natural deodorant, please let me know in the comments if you have found a good one. I still have not been able to find one that really does the job. If you do have health concerns, it is very important to use all of the natural products that are recommended to you by your doctor.
Take care of your hair, and namely, know what the back of your head looks like. It's so embarrassing. I was at an event, like a nice event, and there were photographers there and everything, and I had no idea what the back of my head looked like. And I saw the photos on their Instagram. It was like a carousel post, and I'm looking through like, oh, there's me and so-and-so. Oh, that's the back of my head. It looked so bad. It looked greasy. Like my hair was doing one of these things where it like splits because it's so greasy. And I was like, oh, I was mortified because I had done my hair. I looked at it from the front. I knew it looked good from the front. But all I needed to do was just take a brush down the back of my hair, put a little dry shampoo back there. It was so embarrassing. Oh gosh, there were so many important people there. But anyway, I had confidence, so that's what they're gonna remember. If there's anything that I missed in the personal hygiene arena, and I know there's got to be some things I missed, pop something in the comments if you've had like a little life hack experience, like, oh, I didn't realize I could do this, and it helps my feet not smell. Just pop it in the comments because I would love to know if you have anything that you like to do. Third and final topic I'm going to talk about is very important. It's compassion. I used to have a coworker, God bless her, when I worked in downtown Atlanta, and we would, we'd pop out and get some coffee or whatever. I will never forget this. She looked at a homeless community and she said,
I just cannot ever have sympathy
for those kind of people. I was so saddened. First of all, her use of those people. Secondly, I was so hurt for them. I wanted to go give each one of them a hug, and I also kind of felt sorry for her. Not really sorry, but a little sorry. I was like, that's your outlook on life? Anyway, having consideration and compassion and empathy for other people, for how others feel at every moment is really important. And it's not that if you're not naturally good at it, you can just be like, oh, I'm not good at that. You can practice. And we all should practice that. You never know the person whose life you're gonna change by just being kind and being compassionate and filling their world with joy. Compassion is exactly what Jesus came to this earth to model for us. Compassion is not only beneficial for other people that you encounter who partake in your kindness. Compassion also helps you. When I am hurt, compassion helps me forgive. Heck, I was so hurt by my former church, I had to forgive big time. And I know, I can tell you what a gift forgiveness is, because the morning after I really released that group of people, I was like a new person. Compassion is good for others. Compassion is great for ourselves. You do not know someone else's story. We have no idea what has led to someone being a homeless person. We have no idea what's led to someone being depressed. You don't know someone else's story, so just have compassion. You never know how you could help someone, and you never know how someone could help you. So those are my 3 things on acting with grace. And I hope today, wherever you are met with grace by somebody or just by yourself. Catch me back here next week on Sunday for the 3rd video in this How to Be Elegant series, and that's where we get into more of the fun stuff. So I'll see you guys next Sunday.